This is SBC News. Good evening. Dr. Kenneth Henriette has been remembered as a beacon of compassion following his passing early this morning. After he returned from his studies in Cuba in 1996, Dr. Henriette occupied various positions within the Ministry of Health, and before he left for a private practice in 2022, he was the director of the Seychelles Hospital. Dr. Henriette had just turned 56 last month.
Dr. Kenneth Henriette studied medicine in Cuba for 7 years before he joined the Seychelles Hospital in 1996 as a senior medical officer, a position he occupied for 3 years. His career at the Ministry of Health spanned more than 2 decades. He occupied various positions, including being the consultant in charge of emergency services, chief medical officer, and in 2017 he became the director of the Seychelles Hospital. The specialty of Dr. Henriette was anesthesiology and emergency care. In 2022, he joined Victoria Health Clinic as a medical director, and in May last year joined AMSA Medical Clinic as its medical director. AMSA has described Dr. Henriette as a beacon of compassion who was entirely dedicated to the health and well-being of the Seychelles community. Dr. Henriette came from a family of 5, has a twin brother, grew up at Hermitage, and left us after a short illness.
SBC presents its condolences to the family, friends and colleagues of Dr. Henriette. And President Wavel Ramkalawan has sent a message of condolence following the passing of Dr. Henriette to his family and friends. President Ramkalawan has extended his deepest sympathy following the loss of Dr. Henriette, whom he described as one of Seychelles' prominent doctors. He said that during his professional career as a doctor, Dr. Henriette made immense contributions to the Seychelles health sector. President Ramkalawan continues, saying that during his long years of service with the Ministry of Health, be it in emergency care, general medicine, or as a health administrator, Dr. Henriette discharged his responsibility with professionalism and utmost care. The head of state ends his message saying that Dr. Henriette's service to the Seychelles community will forever be the true legacy he leaves behind. Our thoughts and prayers to his loved ones during this difficult time. President Ramkalawan yesterday chaired a meeting with senior officials from the Ministry of Health and the Healthcare Agency at the Red Roof at the Seychelles Hospital. He was joined by the Minister for Health, Peggy Vidot, Healthcare Agency Board Chair, Cyril Bonham, and the Healthcare Agency CEO, Dr. Danny Louange.
The discussions focused on identifying key issues and immediate actions that can be addressed immediately. The meeting provided an opportunity for representatives from various sections to highlight challenges and pinpoint areas where health services face delays and need additional support or intervention. Technicians and managers raised several issues, including the lack of manpower, lengthy procurement procedures, the need for specialist training for health professionals, the availability of equipment and spare parts, internal coordination within the ministry and agency, and the renovation and relocation of certain departments. The President expressed his appreciation to all health professionals and ministry staff, acknowledging their efforts despite the numerous challenges they face. Following the meeting, various decisions and timelines for actions were established. A follow-up visit is planned to observe firsthand some of the main challenges and issues raised.
The Speaker of the National Assembly, Roger Moncienne, this morning arrived at the Assembly in a wheelchair. He did so at the invitation of the Ramp Up Rise Up group to show solidarity with disabled people who use wheelchairs to get around. Some members of the association had also come to attend the session. And Speaker Moncienne is back in the country after a 2-week absence. The Speaker of the National Assembly attended 2 meetings. Firstly, the SADC Parliamentary Forum, of which he is chairman, and then the meeting of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association committee as a member for the East Africa Group. Regarding the SADC Parliamentary Group, he said that he had succeeded in putting in place a very important structure aimed at transforming the group into a regional parliament for Southern Africa. Mr. Mossien added that he wanted to make a 10-year dream come true, that of following in the footsteps of the other regions of Africa, North, East and West, which already have their own regional parliaments. He stressed the importance of the Seychelles Parliament playing an active role in the SADC region. There is no increase in course fees for students studying law at the Seychelles University, UNISE, and who are funding their own course. UNISE's Vice-Chancellor, Joël Perrault, accompanied by the Education Minister, Dr. Justin Valentin, gave the answer in the National Assembly this morning. She adds that there's been a misunderstanding when these students received an invoice indicating an increase in fee. It was the leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, Sébastien Pillet, who wanted to know why the increase in a private notice question. The Electoral Commission has completed their series of regional meetings that they do to get the public's opinion on the amendments that is being proposed in the law of the elections. This was held yesterday afternoon for the residents in the southern region, and it was held at the UNISE auditorium at Os-Royal. There were about 13 people who participated. Some asked questions and were looking for clarifications on amendments that were being proposed in the law of the elections. One of the concerns they brought forward was about the youth who are turning 18 soon before the election and who are not able to register because the time to register was also closed. That's the SVC News for now. A very good evening to you.